Electric current and resistance is our next chapter of Unit 2. Before starting, we will understand the terms electric current. Electric current, we know that current is rate of flow of charge. Rate of flow of charge means in what time what amount of charge flows through the conductor, or we can represent it as current is represented by I is equal to Q is the charge upon time is the flow, right? So this is the rate of flow of charge. Now the question arises that the charge flow itself, or is there anything else which compel them to flow? And second question arises, here the charges we are talking are what kind of charges? Are they electrons, protons, or the ions or anions, etc.? So before studying this, before completing this, let us discuss about the types of charges in conductors, semiconductors and insulators, right? In conductors, we know that if we talk about the conductors, in conductors, the free electrons or valence electrons are responsible for the conduction of the charge. When we talk about the semiconductors also, the negatively charged, if we talk about the semiconductors, we will discuss this chapter in detail in 9th unit. When we talk about the semiconductors, here we deal with the negatively charged electrons, and positively charged holes. Holes, basically this is the site of vacancy of electron. When electron gets removed from the atom, there is a site of positive charge which is known as hole. And when we talk about the insulators, since there are no free electrons, so current is not possible. In liquids, if we talk about ions, positive or negative ions. If we talk about the liquids, ions are responsible for the conduction of electrons, and similarly in gases also the positive and negative ions are responsible for the flow of current, right? So here we have discussed about the type of charges in conductors, semiconductors, liquids and gases. Now next question that comes to our mind is how this flows. We have studied that when we apply some external force like electric field across the ends of the conductor, in this case the electron from the atom start moving toward the positive charge, right? So this movement is possible due to this external voltage, external potentials. So that external potentials, if we talk about, is the potential difference which is responsible for the flow of electron. There is some specific term which is known as EMF. EMF is electromotive force, means the force which tends to move the charged particles throughout the conductor. And this is the maximum potential difference applied across the ends of the conductor. This will also be discussed in the next chapter in detail. Now coming back to this, current. Current is a scalar quantity and its units are ampere. Ampere. For charge we represent it in coulombs, and for time it is in second. So ampere is equal to coulomb per second. And if we want to define 1 ampere, so we can define as the amount of current is said to be 1 ampere when 1 coulomb of charge flows through the conductor for 1 second, right? So this is what about we are talking about the current. So current is the charge upon time and its unit is ampere is equal to coulomb per second.